Today, Kevin and I are going to be trying the Cinnamon Toast Crunch. This is Cinnadust. It is a seasoning blend. It says it's great for toast, cookies, ice cream, and more. That would be really, really good on ice cream. And I was thinking also oatmeal, that you could put this on oatmeal and it would be really, really good. But what I'm going to do is we have a toaster and I haven't made cinnamon toast in a long, long time. So I'm going to use it to make cinnamon toast. So what you want to do for cinnamon toast is take the butter of your choice. We like the Land O'Lakes. It's a light butter, so it is fewer calories, but honestly, when you're doing something like this with it, you can't tell. You really can't tell at all. So just make sure that you put enough on there for the cinnamon and sugar to stick to. When I was little, it used to be much thicker that I would put it on. Mm-hmm. So I haven't opened this at all. I'm assuming there's going to be a tab. Yep. There's your seal. And I'll talk about calories and what's in it and all that stuff once the toast is finished and we're at the table. So it does have a section for a spoon. So if you want to spoon it onto oatmeal or ice cream or something, you can use a spoon. But I want to use the shaker section, just like you get on a regular seasoning. And I'm just going to shake it on here, and I'm being very generous. And I want to cover up all that butter. And I'm going to transfer it to my pan for my toaster, and then just stick it in the toaster and let it get brown. Okay, we have it over here. I forgot to tell you where we picked this up. It was at Sam's Club. It was $5.48. So $5.48, but it is 13.75 ounces, so it is going to last you a while. It has, the number one ingredient is sugar. Then it has cinnamon, salt, and then it has a couple of things in it to prevent it from caking, natural flavor, and sunflower oil. So it's not only cinnamon and sugar. There is salt and a couple of other things in there. 1 teaspoon, 4 grams, is 15 calories. The taste you can't resist. Sweet and irresistible, just a sprinkle away. Take your taste buds on an epic adventure with Cinnamon Toast Crunch Cinnadust Seasoning Blend. This crazy delicious cinnamon blend delivers the taste you love with notes of caramel, vanilla, and graham flavor. Because it didn't mention, that's funny because it didn't mention any of that in the ingredients. Blast your favorite food. Sprinkle on toast, yogurt, ice cream, fruit, or popcorn. I didn't even think of popcorn.
Oh, yeah, mixed with popcorn.
Yeah. Mix into cookies, pancakes, oatmeal, or coffee. Didn't think of coffee. Whip into cream cheese or butter.
That could be good.
www.ctc seasoning, Cinnamon Toast Crunch Seasoning, .com. And so they'll give you some baking ideas.
I got a little bit of the flavor. I tell you what, you'd have to put a lot more on there, wouldn't you?
You'd have to put a ton more on there than what I did.
I get the texture of it, and it's actually, that's how I used to eat it as a kid. I never ate the crust.
You can taste it, but you just need to know, it's good if you're watching this video, because you need to know that you need to put it on there thick, and don't be afraid to put it on there thick. To be 100% honest, I think you're better off doing it yourself at home than using this, because
it's probably cheaper.
Oh yeah, well you know it's going to be cheaper. Although I don't think $5.48 for a container this big, I don't think that's
I don't
bad.
think it's bad, but you can take a cup of sugar and cinnamon, how much cinnamon you want, mix it up and put it in your own container and have a shaker full. Just that's what we used to do when we made it.
Do you remember? Wait, this is completely off topic. Do you remember when Ashley was little? We bought her, or somebody bought her as a gift, a McDonald's
French fry
maker. It was called a French fry maker. If I can find a picture of it, I'll put it in this video. But you would take a piece of bread, now just a piece of white bread, not toasted, and you would put it down in the top of this machine, and you would crank this this arm on the side, and it would come out the bottom in 4 pieces. So it would have these fingers coming out.
Basically cut it in 4 slices.
It was cutting the
bread.
bread.
More than that, wasn't it? Anyway,
it wasn't that much.
Yeah.
Anyway, it would come out, and those were your French fries. No cooking involved. Okay, still raw bread. And then they gave you this little, I think it was purple shaker, and you put your own cinnamon and sugar in it mixture, and then you would sprinkle that over the French fries. And that was it, literally. There was no cooking involved. But that tasted, just your own cinnamon and sugar mixture from home is just as good as this.
Truthfully, I just don't think it's worth the money.
I like my own cinnamon sugar mixture because when I would make this at home, and when I would make this as a kid, we would take a cookie sheet and we would lay out like 4 slices. We would slather the butter on, and we would sprinkle the cinnamon. You take your thing of cinnamon and your container, and you sprinkle the cinnamon, and then the sugar, we would use a spoon.
Yeah, tap it.
And, well, you might have tapped it.
We tapped it.
Mine had mounds.
No.
Mounds of sugar. Delicious, delicious sugar. So that when you bit into it in that bread, it would crunch. Yeah. And you would go through that, you would get that burst of
Mine didn't have that much sugar. But that way, that way is so much more flavorful than this.
It is. It has more flavor.
Truth be told, if you'd given me that, if you'd given me a bite of that and I didn't know what it was, I don't know what I would have identified it as.
I know.
Because I truly didn't taste much cinnamon at all. And the last bite I took, I got a mouthful of saltiness.
Well, and you thought...
And it had salt in it.
You saw me...
but I got salt. It's like, I don't want bread and salt with my cinnamon sugar, you know?
Yeah. That's what I'm going to do.
Now that I got... Well, you know, even still, it's the initial burst of cinnamon, and then it goes away, and you're left with a saltiness.
You are left with. I agree with Kevin. Well, I mean, it's in. There's not very many ingredients, and salt being one, it's gonna take over. I never use salt with mine. Just cinnamon and sugar and butter.
No, that's all you need. Butter's salty enough as it is.
I would pass on this.
I would too.
I would make your own.
I just think it's worth the
money. They have. They've put the name brand. General Mills has allowed B&G Foods in Parsippany, New Jersey, to put their name on this, and I just wouldn't buy it. No, this is one of those things that just, it sounds really cool. You see all the Instagram pictures of it, and you think, oh, you got to go out and buy that.
But none of them have actually tried it, probably.
Yeah, so yeah, you don't need to buy this. Save your $5 and go buy something else.
Yeah, take your $5 and buy a bag of sugar and a thing of cinnamon and make a bucket of it for the same price.
Exactly. So I hope you enjoyed this video, and thanks for watching.